here we go again. What is going on, my NG family? And you guys already know how we get down. We are about to watch 9 most painful things you can ever experience. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe and notification bell so you will never miss a video and you can join the NG family. You know what I'm trying to say? You might as well be a part of it. Also, man, when I tell you guys, me and my brother, well, he actually told me, like, I can't play games on his computer. Like, I can do, like, certain videos, but I can't do, like, gaming videos because I really want to play some games on my computer. We talking about 2 bands. 2 bands. Like, I really got to get to my saving. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I want to put some other content into here. I tried it on my game capture card, but I don't know what happened. It just kind of messed up. I don't know what happened to it. So we're going to work towards that so I can bring some games into it with no lag and actually good quality. But with further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump into the video, man. Let's go ahead and see what we got.
Let's get right into it. Number 9, passing a kidney stone. Imagine this. You're going about your day, minding your own business, when suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your back. At first you think, oh, I must have pulled a muscle from all that intense couch sitting I've been doing. But then, the pain starts to move. That's because the kidney stone is going on a little adventure through your urinary tract. As the stone makes its way from your kidney to your bladder, the pain gets worse and worse. It's like someone's taking a tiny little knife and stabbing you from the inside. God. And the worst part is, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait for the stone to pass. Some people compare the pain of passing a kidney stone to giving birth. I mean, at least when you give birth, you get a cute little baby at the end. Number 8, the Irukandji jelly.
Wait. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, sometimes people say kidney stones, they don't just come, like, they come out of your, a man's, you know, Johnson. They come out of that. And just imagine passing a little rock. They say, like, it's hard as a rock. Like, bro, people in the comment section, y'all be able to explain it more, but bro, that's
jellyfish.
Crazy.
Let's say you're swimming in the crystal clear waters of Australia, enjoying the beautiful weather, but then, out of nowhere, you feel a tiny prick on your skin. At first, you think it's just a piece of seaweed or maybe a curious fish nibbling at you, but then, the pain kicks in. Let me introduce you to the Irukandji jellyfish, the tiny terror of the ocean. These little guys are so small, they could fit on your fingernail, but don't let their size fool you. What they lack in size, they make up for in pure, agonizing pain. About 20 to 30 minutes after being stung, you start to feel like you're having the worst day of your life. Your back and stomach start hurting like you've just been sucker punched by a professional boxer. Your muscles cramp up, making you feel like you're being twisted into a human pretzel. And then, the cherry on top of this pain sundae, a feeling of impending doom. People that are stung believe they're going to die, and they're so certain of it that they'll actually beg their doctors to kill them just to get it over with. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not planning on swimming in Australia. Well, too bad. These tiny terrors have been found in waters all over the world, from Hawaii to Florida. Number 7, tetanus.
Damn.
You know how people always say, make sure your tetanus shot is up to date? Well, there's a good reason for that. Tetanus, also known as lockjaw, is a bacterial infection that affects your nervous system.
I know a lot of you females know what lockjaw is. Put that bodega stick in there.
It all starts with a little cut or scratch. Maybe you're out gardening and you nick yourself on a rusty tool. Or maybe you're just walking barefoot and you step on a nail. Either way, the tetanus bacteria gets into your body and starts wreaking havoc. At first, you might not even notice anything's wrong. But then, a few days later, the real fun begins. Your muscles start to spasm and stiffen up. It starts in your jaw, hence the nickname lockjaw. But it doesn't stop there. The spasms spread to your neck, your arms, your legs, until your whole body is as stiff as a board. And the worst part is that the spasms are incredibly painful. It's like your muscles are having a full-on revolt against you. So, yeah, make sure your tetanus shot is up to date. Number 6, cluster headaches. Imagine the worst headache you've ever had. Now multiply that by 100, and you might be getting close to what a cluster headache feels like. People who suffer from cluster headaches often describe the pain as feeling like a hot poker being jabbed into their eye. Others say it's like having a serrated knife sawing through their skull. Basically, if you can imagine a horrible, painful sensation, cluster headaches have probably been compared to it. The worst part about cluster headaches is that they come in clusters. They'll happen every day for weeks or even months at a time, and then suddenly disappear like an ex who owes you money. But just when you think you're in the clear, they come back with a vengeance. During an attack, people often pace around, bang their head against the wall, or even scream in agony. So, if you ever meet someone who suffers from cluster headaches, give them a hug. Or better yet, give them some earplugs, because chances are they're going to be doing a lot of screaming. Number 5,
Bro, that's
getting
crazy.
stung by a stonefish. Imagine you're walking on the beach, enjoying the sand between your toes, but then suddenly you step on something sharp. You look down, expecting to see a seashell or a piece of coral, but nope, it's a stonefish, and it's just injected you with enough venom to make you wish you'd stayed at the hotel scrolling through TikTok. Now, if you're not familiar with stonefish, they're like the ninjas of the sea. They're masters of disguise, blending in with the rocks and coral on the ocean floor. They're so good at it, you could be staring right at one and still not notice it. It's like they're
That's
playing a
crazy,
game of
bro,
hide
like
and seek,
camouflage.
except if they win, you end up in the hospital. So, back to our beach scenario. You've just been stung by a stonefish.
At this point, bro, I'm staying home. I'm not even like I'll go to the beach, but if they're on the sand, no, they wouldn't be on the sand because they're fish. Obviously, no. Okay. I just ain't going to the beach. I'm not
The
getting stung
pain
by
is starting to kick in. People who've been stung
stonefish.
describe the pain as feeling like their foot is being simultaneously crushed, burned, and electrocuted. It's
Why
like the
this
stonefish
man-
looked at all the worst pain experiences and said, yeah, I'll take all of them. The pain is so mind-bogglingly awful that some people have even
Why are
begged
the
doctors
people
to
look
just
so
chop off their leg
ugly?
and be done with it. I mean, who needs 2 legs anyway, right? The stonefish is like the grumpy old man of the ocean. It just wants to be left alone to blend in with its surroundings. But if you
To
disturb
sting
it,
you.
it's going to make sure you'll never
That's
forget
crazy,
it.
bro.
So, the next time you're at the beach, watch your step. That innocent-looking rock might be a stonefish in disguise, waiting to ruin your day. Number 4, fibromyalgia. Imagine waking up every day feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Your body aches, you're exhausted no matter how much you sleep, and even the slightest touch can feel like
These
you're being
people are
stabbed with 1,000
ridiculously
tiny
ugly.
needles. Fibromyalgia is a chronic condition that causes widespread pain throughout the body. It's like having a never-ending flu, except instead of getting sympathy, people often think you're just being a drama queen. One of the most frustrating things about fibromyalgia is that it's invisible. You could be in excruciating pain, but on the outside, you look perfectly fine. So, people often dismiss your pain or think you're just lazy. People with fibromyalgia often describe the pain as feeling like they have a sunburn all over their body, even on the inside. Fibromyalgia also comes with a host of other fun symptoms, like fatigue,
Yo, this
brain
is
fog,
crazy.
and
Just
mood swings.
imagine.
It's like having a hangover, the flu, and PMS all at the same time.
Yeah, I
And the
know
worst
that
part
head
is
gotta
that
be
there's no
banging.
cure. You'll just have to tough it out for the rest of your life.
What?
Number 3, the Gympie Gympie tree. Imagine you're on a lovely hike in the Australian rainforest. You brush past a harmless-looking plant, and you think nothing of it. But then, suddenly, you feel a pain so intense,
why is this
it's
people
like
so
you've been
ugly?
stung by a swarm of wasps. Congratulations, you've just met the Gympie Gympie tree. The Gympie Gympie is covered in these tiny, hollow hairs that are filled with a potent neurotoxin. When you brush up against the tree, the hairs break off and inject the toxin
I
into
think,
your skin.
that
The
dude
pain from the
tested
Gympie
that.
Gympie can last for days, weeks, or even months. Some unlucky folks have reported feeling the sting for up to 2 years.
Oh,
So,
hell
if you ever
no.
find yourself in the Australian rainforest, keep an eye out for the Gympie Gympie. Stick to admiring it from a distance, preferably with a pair of binoculars and a suit of armor. Number 2, the sting of the executioner wasp. Now I know what you're thinking. Executioner wasp? That's gotta be an exaggeration,
Where did they get
right?
these names
Well,
from?
I wish I could tell you it was. But this is a real wasp, found in Central and South America. First of all, it's huge. Like it's the same size as a small bird. It can grow up to 2 inches long, which might not sound like much, but imagine a 2-inch long flying needle coming at you
Whoa.
with a vendetta. But size isn't everything, right? It's what's on the inside that counts, and what's on the inside of the executioner wasp is pure pain. When this wasp stings you, it injects a venom that contains a neurotoxin called pompilitotoxin. This lovely little toxin causes instant, excruciating pain that can last for hours. People who have been stung by the executioner wasp describe the pain as feeling like they've been hit by a freight train.
But see, that's what I always wanted to know. When people give examples of pain, of some extreme pain, like a freight train, how the hell do you know what a freight train feels like getting hit by, bro? Like, we'll know, like, it's going to get hit hard, but if you get hit by a freight train, you're more than likely, you're cooked. You're done. You're sauteed, salon, sababoom, bagawam. Like, bro, I don't understand when people give these examples of getting hit by something, and then you give the example of it, like, bro, how do you know what that feels like?
But
I
the
just never do
executioner
that.
wasp isn't done with you yet. The initial sting is just the appetizer. The main course is the aftermath, which can include fever, sweating, nausea, and vomiting. It's like the wasp wants to make sure you never forget your encounter. Now, you might be wondering, why would such a creature exist? Well, the executioner wasp is actually a parasitoid. It stings and paralyzes other insects, then lays its eggs inside them. When the eggs hatch, the larvae eat the host insect alive from the inside out. Number 1.
That's
Bullet ant
crazy.
sting. If you thought the executioner wasp sting was bad, wait until you hear about the bullet ant. The bullet
Nigga,
ant
they
gets its
fly?
name because people say getting stung by one feels like being shot. When a bullet
How do
ant
you know
stings
what
you,
that feels
it injects a venom that's been described as the most painful in the world. People say it feels like having your bones pulled out through your skin. Also, the pain can last for up to 24 hours. There's a tribe in Brazil where young men have to prove their toughness by wearing gloves filled with bullet ants. They have to keep the gloves
Bullshit.
on for 10 minutes, and they have to do this not once, but 20 times over several months. I guess when you live in the rainforest, you've got to find creative ways to entertain yourself.
Yeah,
That's all for
wild.
today.
Yeah.
I'll be making similar videos.
The fact, okay, if that's their, that's what they do. I'm not putting my hands. I'm just not a man. I'm just not a man. There's no way in hell I'm putting my hands in a mitten full of bullet ants, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. Like that's just it's done. I'm just not a man. It's done. But hey, man, if y'all enjoyed the video, man, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up so you guys like the video, push out the video so more people can see it and more people can join the NGU family. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am saving up for a better computer to do gaming videos because that capture card is just so difficult to figure it out. And I see some people say they was messing with it for 2-3 years. I'm like, nah, bro, I literally just save up for a better computer and go along with that. Also, man, this is from Chill Dudes Explains. You guys go check out this video. This is actually my first video seeing from him, and it was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, man, that's 9 most painful things you ever experienced. And it's your boy, the real PSW. Join the NGU family. Bye.